Again, find the values of f of 2 and f prime of 2. F of 2 from the table, that is equal to 1. And f prime of 2, also from the table, it's equal to 0. Here with one remark, the function is increasing then decreasing. Then here we have maximum. If the function is differentiable, uh, at the local extremum, then the derivative will be 0. Then the derivative will be 0 at that point. Okay? Increasing, decreasing. Here the tangent line will be horizontal. طبعا على شرط تكون function differentiable يعني curve وسموث. And of course here we have rational function, so it is differentiable. Okay? So for that reason here, the derivative is 0. Moreover, it's mentioned here, f prime f2 is equal to 0. Okay. Reduce the values of a and b, part 2. By the way, here, no need to ask the question in this way. We may ask directly, find a and b. We do part 1. Find the values of a and b. In order to find a and b, as we said here, if part 1 was not required, or was not mentioned, or was not stated, to find a and b, it means you need two information. Why two information? Because here we have two unknowns, a and b. Okay, right. The two information here are f of 2 is equal to 1 and f prime of 2 is equal to 0. Replace f of 2 is equal to 1. This means that replace x by 2. So a plus 2 over 4 plus b is equal to 1. خليه. Now, f prime of 2, it means you have to find f prime of x. F prime of x is equal to derivative of a is 0. Derivative of a is 0. Now for this function, x over x squared plus b, u prime here, u prime it is 1, and v prime it is 2x. So 0 plus u prime v minus u v prime over v squared. So 1 into x squared plus b minus x times 2x كلها سوا over x squared plus b squared. Right. Now f prime of 2 is equal to 0. This means that 4 plus b minus 2 times 2 times 2, minus 8 over 4 plus b, all of it squared is equal to 0. This means that 4 minus 8, negative 4. So negative 4 plus b is equal to 0, and then b is equal to 4. Right. Here we found b. We still have to find a. Use this. A plus 2 over 4 plus b is equal to 1. Replace b by 4. Then a plus 2 over 4 plus 4 is equal to 1. Then a plus, have to 1 over 4 is equal to 1, and then a is equal to 3 over 4. Any questions? No questions. Second exercise and the last one. كمان هودي اللي فوق الاكسرسايزز اللي كانوا بالاساس يروحهم كويز. Okay. The following graph is the graph of a function f defined on R by f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c over 2x power 4 minus 4x plus 3, where a, b, and c are constants. The question here, find a, b, and c. The question, find a, b, and c. Yeah, here we have to find a, b, and c for the solution. Okay. In order to find a, b, and c, here we have three information, or sorry, three unknowns. A, B, and C. It means that from this graph you have to write three information. From this graph you need three information. انت بدك تشوف تطلع من الجراف ثلاثة. ليه؟ لأنه أنت عندك three unknowns A, B, and C. طيب شو هن هودي ال three information that you have to write from the graph؟ شو فينا نطلع معلومة من الجراف؟ Nothing. حلو. حبيت الحصة كتير اليوم. أول وحدة. You have horizontal asymptote. Here you have horizontal asymptote. Y equal 1 is horizontal asymptote. Right. This means the limit of the function as x approaches whether positive infinity or negative infinity, it's the same, is equal to 1. The limit as x approaches positive or negative infinity is equal to 1. طيب هاي أول وحدة. طيب 2 عندي هاي local minimum. نكتبها هون نرجع نكتبها remark note. When I say point A with coordinates A f of A belongs to the curve, or it is a minimum, local minimum. The local minimum or local extremum, not necessarily minimum, it could be maximum. Local extremum. Then شغلتين. أول شيء ال y of A is equal to f of A. هي واحد. اثنين. The derivative f prime at A is equal to 0. على شرط f is differentiable. F is differentiable. يعني the curve is smooth. طبعا if the curve is not smooth, the function is not differentiable, هذا حكي فاضي صار. طيب. So here we have A here, it's local minimum. Then شغلتين. F of 1 is equal to negative 1. And A 1 negative 1 هي local minimum. Then f of 1 is equal to negative 1. This is the second information. And the third, f prime of 1 is equal to 0. This is the third information. مثل ما أنا بدي بس ثلاثة. هذا كافيين. طيب, to start, هلا بيجي التلميذ بيقول لك طب استاذ انا لازم اعرفهم بهذا الاوردر، انه اول شيء لازم اعرف الليمت انه هي انفينيتي، بعدين طبق هاي بعدين طبق هاي. طب بلكي التلميذ مثلا اول شيء شاف المينيموم وبعدين كتب هو، بعدين انتبه انه في عندي هوريزونتال سبورت، مش مهم تكتبهم بالترتيب اللي بدك اياه. اوكي، بالنهايه راح توصل لنفس السوليوشن. You will get the same values of A, B and C. طيب if you start from the limit of f of x as x approaches positive or negative infinity is equal to 2 or 1, it means that limit as x approaches infinity, it is the limit highest exponents ax squared over 2x squared, limit ax squared over 2x squared as x approaches positive negative infinity, which is equal to 1. Then simplify here, a over 2 is equal to 1, and then a is equal to. هاي طلعت لي. هاي f of 1 is equal to 1. هاي خلصنا من الليمت. f of 1 is equal to 1 of negative 1. This means that replace x by 1. So a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c over 2 into 1 squared minus 4 times 1 plus 3 is equal to negative 1. Of course, don't forget here that a is 2. So you get 2 plus b plus c over, the answer here is 1, is equal to negative 1. Then cross product and take 2 to the right side, then b plus c is equal to negative 3. But we are not derivative. I couldn't find b and c. Okay, but we still have the third one. F prime of x. F of x, it is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c over 2x squared minus 4x plus 3. U prime, it is 2ax plus b, derivative c0, and v prime, it is 4x minus 4. Then f prime of x, u prime v minus 2v prime over v squared. So it is 2a plus b, or sorry, 2ax plus b times 2x squared minus 4x plus 3 minus uv prime ax squared plus bx plus c times v prime, which is 4x minus 4 كلها سوا over 2x squared minus 4x plus 3 squared. Now f prime of 1 is equal to 0, then replace x by 1, so you get 2a plus b, 2a plus b, and here you get 1 minus, hey, 4 minus 4 0, so I'm going to write minus 0 over 1 squared is equal to 0. Don't forget that a is 2, so you get 2 into 2 plus b is equal to 0, then b is equal to negative 4. So here you get b is equal to negative 4, use this, but b plus c is equal to negative 3, then negative 4 plus c is equal to negative 3, and so c is equal to 1. Okay? Any questions? The table below is an incomplete table of variations of function f that is expressed by f of x, it is x squared minus x plus b over x plus a, where a and b are two real numbers. And the table of variations. As you can see here, the function is defined on negative infinity to 3, but then union 3 to positive infinity. Why do we can part 1? Find the domain of definition of the function. And the second part, verify that a is negative 3 and b is negative 2. طيب. Again, نرجع لهون. The function x squared minus x plus b if f of x squared minus x plus, okay, minus x plus b over x plus a. Right. Part 1, the domain. So here, again, from this table of variations at 3 here, the shading. Okay. So the domain will be from negative infinity to 3, union 3 infinity. So the domain of the function will be negative infinity 3, union 3 positive infinity. Right. Part 2. Verify that a is negative 3 and b is negative 2. Again, we need two information from here, the table. Like our information here, 3, not in the domain. As in here, x plus a 3 should not be equal to 0, and a is not equal to negative 3. Or if you want, you can say the following. From this, x plus a is not equal to 0. It means that x is not equal to negative a. هذا هو الدومين. This is the domain, x not equal to negative a. The domain of the function f from negative infinity to a, to negative a, union from negative a to positive infinity. But the domain of f from the table, it's from negative infinity to 3, union 3 positive infinity. طيب هالشيء بيعني انه هيدي النيجاتيف a هي ذات هيدي number 3. It means that negative a is equal to 3, and so a is negative 3. اوكي طيب بعد بدنا البي. لازم بعد بدي معلومه ثانيه في يصير من هون f of 1 is equal to 1. From this table, f of 1 is equal to 1. Then I can write f of 1 is equal to 1. Then replace 1 squared minus 1 plus b over 1 plus a is equal to 1. Then 0, 1 squared minus 1, 0. b over 1 minus a 3 is equal to 1. Cross product. Then b is equal to negative 2. b is negative 2 as required. The abel exercise صار شغلة عادية. When you replace a and b by their values, then you'll get f of x, it is x squared minus x minus 2 over x minus 3. بعدين صار exercise عادي نفس كل exercise. Okay. Any questions? أكيد no questions. In this exercise, the table of variations here is given of a function f. Defined on r except minus 1 or except 1. And here you are given the table of variations. Positive, negative, negative, positive, increasing, decreasing, and you're decreasing, then increasing at 1, طبعا shaded. So طيب بدي بس حل هول الأربعة. For each of the following statements, answer by true or false and justify. If x is negative, then f of x is positive. ما تطلعهم. If x is negative, يعني from negative infinity to 0, is the function positive or negative? But if x is between negative infinity and 0, the function is increasing from negative infinity to 0. Then the function is negative. The function is negative. Here you can say if either part 1a part a1, part a, part 1. Okay, so here if or we can say on the interval negative infinity 0, f is increasing from negative infinity to 0. It means that f of x is negative, yani false. The second one, f of 1 over 2 is less than f of 3 over 4. هاي لما نقول لك انه f of 1 over 2 less than f of 3 over 4, and as if we are seeing here the function is increasing, and 1 over 2 is less than 3 over 4. طيب 1 over 2 and 3 over 4 are in this interval 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, طيب but in the interval 0, 1 the function is 1 over 2 between 0 and 1, and 3 over 4 between 0 and 1. Here in this interval the function is decreasing. The function is decreasing. Okay, type the function is decreasing, then f of 1 over 2 will be greater than f of 3 over 4. So here you write 1 over 2, 3 over 4 belong to the interval 0, 1. But f is decreasing on 0, 1. Yep. So 1 over 2, which is less than 3 over 4, implies that f of 1 over 2 is greater than f of 3 over 4 لأنه هي decreasing. يعني بتنقص، كل ما تزيد الاكس بتنقص الواي. هذا false. The third one, f of negative 0.5 is greater than, f prime of negative 0.5 is greater than f prime of 0.5. Right. F prime of negative 0.5. Negative 0.5 هي between 0 and 1. F prime هي negative. F negative 0.5 هون between negative infinity and 0. And f prime هي positive. As an L value هي positive. Right. F prime of 0.5. 0.5 in the interval 0, 1. And f prime هي negative. As an ID negative. أكيد فازن positive greater than negative. So true. So here n or f prime of x is negative on the interval 0, 1, it means that f prime of 0.5 is negative. F prime of x is positive on interval negative infinity 0, it means that f prime of negative 0.5 will be positive. This means that the positive will be greater than the negative. F prime of negative 0.5 will be greater than f prime of 0.5. As in true. And the last one, the x-axis is tangent to the curve at the origin. أول شيء the origin 0, 0 belongs to the curve. أول شيء. طيب ثاني شيء, the derivative here at 0 is 0. It means that the tangent line is horizontal. The tangent line is horizontal and passing through the origin will be x-axis. So true. We can write in part 4, 0, 0, the origin belongs to the curve from the table. لأنه f of 0 is equal to 0. But f prime at 0